What is up, everybody? Ace here, and I am back on the Jsano fan server, and we are currently at our little Switzerland Isle, and we're stopping by this little house that we have. First, I would like to sleep. My spawn has been all over the place. We're actually picking this up that we haven't used in quite a long time. Because we are going to do some caving. Now, my gear's not great, and it's going to continue to be that way until the server reset. But I did beef up my bow, and I got a fortune pick and a silk touch pick, and even a sharpness 5 axe, which will be pretty interesting. I'll try that out. I think I might put the sword away just to have something to use as a backup, so we'll make use of the axe for now. We do have an ender chest in our inventory, and I want to get a couple of these. Alright, I do have this axe ready to go. There's Rad. Ew. Let's see if she actually responds this time. She's kind of hit or miss with the hellos. Let's I would like to take, yeah, I'll just take one of each. One of that one, one of that one, and I need a hat. Yep. That's what I like about this this shop, is that I can take my supplies with me and just put it back when I'm done. I am not bringing the backpack. I got pretty much everything else. So I think I am all set to go. Yeah. Alright. So, let's talk a little bit about the Jsano awards. And once I get on the railway back, I'm going to bring up the finalist voting. We are only in our first full day of voting, but I think everybody who wanted to vote has voted. So, let's see. But, pretty interesting stuff. We do have a tie that needs to be broken, though. So, hopefully we get one other person to vote. Otherwise, I'll have to do a tiebreaker vote. But, for a favorite Jsano19 build, it seems like, and this is subject to change, it might be the same, might be different by the time this video comes out, but Jsano Kart, Jeopardy, and the theater in Jsano19 are currently the top 3, which are on their way to being finalists. Mini Golf and the Bellagio are close behind. As for Shoptown builds, Secret Shop and UHC bets are currently leading. Then we have a 3-way tie between Zalfa Motors, the Die Shop, and JC Pennywise. So, we'll see if that tie gets broken. I mean, it will one way or another, but maybe it'll get broken on its own. In the meantime, the next category, we're actually doing 2 more. And I'm actually going to close that, minimize that, move that, and bring that up, and move it there. That way, I can see what I'm looking at. Okay, so, the 2 categories that are starting up this time around, this week, are funniest UHC moment and most epic UHC moment. Now, I'll get to most epic in a minute, but funniest UHC moment is pretty self-explanatory. Any event that has happened in UHC that made people laugh. There are some requirements for this. Number 1, it has to have occurred in a JFS UHC, so So no Minecraft UHCs, no NID UHCs. Even if like Nixer and I did a NID UHC, that doesn't count. So only JFS UHCs can count. Number 2, they can only be from Season 6 to Season 16. So Season 5 to Season 1 do not count, because those were a part of... oh yeah, we did a lot of... oh look, there's a church here now. Boy, I missed this. Oh yeah, Dead Ted. We did some terraforming behind the Bellagio, as you can see. Weather and I died somewhere back there. I think our monument's still... Yep, it's still there. And apparently it's owned by Sustiga. But yeah, Weather and I died here. RIP. So... But yeah, Seasons 1 through 5 were eligible for the last fan server awards. So... 6 through 16 is what's eligible here. So if you can think that far back, or have videos that far back, then definitely look back there. Let's see. Number 3. This one's kind of a big one then. Must have some sort of video proof of such event happening. So it can either be a video directly showing this funny moment, or a video showing video or audio of the reaction to the funny moment. Examples would be like directly... Actually, it's the place I wanted to cave is somewhere in between here and there. It's a ravine that I found. Right? Is it a ravine? Yeah, I think it's over that way. Through the field of creepers, apparently. But, yeah, so, like, the F3A incident, Mary and I were directly a part of that, so you could see from my perspective Mary falling off the world, and Mary has his own perspective of himself falling off the world. Oh yeah, I found this over here. It looks like somebody's starting chest with a wooden pickaxe, a regular bow. I'm actually going to take the sticks and the coal from here, and I guess I could take the iron and the emerald. I don't know whose that is, but if you recognize it, I'm taking your stuff. As I do. I don't know what's down here, but it looks like it's been cleared out. So yes, that is big requirement. Another example of something that's actually a little more indirect is the can I make this jump moment in Season 8, where Fruit wondered if he could survive a jump into some water, and turns out he couldn't. So he died. His teammates, Nixer and Muck, were recording at that time, so it is possible to count that. So it's possible to nominate that and have it count, basically. Things that are not eligible, unfortunately, are things like in Season 13, I think Asus tried to sneak up on Cielo and then fell in a hole that he dug himself earlier on. As funny as it may have been, I don't know if there's any video footage of that. I've never seen any, so unless someone can find some, it will unfortunately not be eligible because there's no video proof of it. The other big thing is, or the other big rule is Actually, no, this is not a rule, but kind of a notification or a note on who would be accepting these awards. And those people would be basically the people directly involved with the moment itself. So whoever the moment's affecting and whoever may have caused the moment. Figures when I'm recording, my Telegram just keeps blowing up. Message me when I'm actually doing something. But yeah, so like in the F3A incident, Mary and I would be eligible to accept the award should we win. However, Boo, who, while on the team, wasn't really directly a part of the incident, would not be able to accept it because she did not have a direct part in it. The reason why I would be eligible to accept it is because I was the one that told Mary that the buttons were F3A, and he pressed them, which caused him to fall in lava. Or not fall in lava, but fall off the cliff. So yeah, when you submit these videos, make sure that you submit a link to these moments. Would help out a lot if you have the timestamp of the exact moment when it happened. And I'll keep those links for records, basically. So yeah, that's for funniest moment. I think that's everything I wanted to mention on that. Most epic moment. Now, I've been kind of back and forth as to whether or not I should call this the most epic moment or most epic battles. Because there are some pretty epic moments that are not battles, but I don't know if there's enough to include them. However, I believe that regardless, battles will be included either way, so let's open the doors a little wider, shall we? So, most epic. It's basically one of those wow moments in one of the UHCs, where it's kind of hard to believe that the thing that is happening is happening. So anything that made you go, wow, that's insane or crazy or amazing, can be included. So things like Mary, Canuck, and Cookie getting their first UHC win after so many years of trying, or so many UHCs worth of trying. Or things like the entire second half of Season 12, where it's just constant combat and you know, everybody's health was so low and all that. Anything like that. Oh yeah, is this Infinity? It is. I have too many arrows. So yeah, anything that was deemed epic, whether it's a battle, a series of battles, or just an individual moment. If you can find individual moments, definitely share them. Because battles are an easy way to go, an easy thing to think about, but yeah, so. Guidelines for that are more or less the same. Occurred in a JFS UHC, Season 6 or later, so Season 6 to 16. Can be anything that made you go, wow. I would like to, if you can, link to someone's perspective of that moment. Maybe even add a bit of a description of that wow moment. It could be something as short as this team versus this team, or even something as, you know, a little longer if you feel like you need to describe it a little more. I should have these. Yeah. That way I can survive. I'm so rich that I can... So rich I use golden apples to satiate me. So yeah, if you can link to the epic moment and describe it a little bit, maybe even why you felt like it was a wow moment. Unless, I mean, if it's self-explanatory, then yeah, you don't really have to waste your time on that. But yeah, so epic moments. As for who would be able to accept these awards, it's going to be kinda it's going to be dependent on what type of moment it is. If it's battle related, then I'm probably going to present the award. I guess everybody involved would be winners, but I think the people who should come up and accept the award in the case of a battle should be the winning team, or anybody that was on the winning team. So, like, if it's me versus Sjano19 from Season 13, Sjano19 would accept the award because he was the winner. I would technically win the award, but he would be the one that comes up and takes the trophy, I guess. That way we don't have like the entire server coming up on the stage for things like Season 12. And yeah, the people who I'll probably put down names of people who would accept that award should they win. That way people know who it will be, because it's going to be kind of a case-by-case basis. There will be certain wow moments that... There might be a wow moment that doesn't really have to do with anybody in particular. I don't know if there's a specific example of that, but if there is, I'll have to deal with that when it comes around. So... Hey. Almost done with that helmet. I do have the projectile protection helmet ready to go. See if I can quickly check these messages. Oh, yeah, pictures. Dogs. So yeah, those are the next two. I'm trying to kind of speed up the process of all of this. That way we don't spend the entire year just doing nominations. So yeah. What's our time? Where is my recording? 18 minutes. That's not a lot at all. Not in my standards, at least. That's a perfect time for anyone else. Oh boy, Season 15. Did you just take my armor off? Oh god, there's 3 of you. It is Season 15. There's 4 of you. Alright. Oh god. Oh no. A different zombie got me. See, this is why I kept this. Alright, I'll put these pants on. I don't know where that is, to be honest. Ah, heck. Well, I guess we'll spend the rest of the episode seeing if we can salvage our stuff. That's the downside to caving with such little gear. You think you know, playing UHC and all, you know, the vanilla server really changes things around, doesn't it? I think I kind of remember where to go. I'll remember when I get there. Cool. Alright, so we're gonna fly back over. I think I'm going to... Should I leave my elytra? Yeah, I'll have to drop off my elytra. I'm gonna leave it in that chest we found. There we go. Nice and graceful. So yeah, I'm just gonna take it off here and leave it in here with the rockets. So hopefully I remember that. Yeah, we went down here, didn't we? And then up that way. And I don't have a way to get over there. Nope. Well, I'm pretty sure we're going to lose all our stuff at this rate then. If this is what we're dealing with. Unless we got gravel or dirt around here. One piece of gravel. No, that's not going to be enough. So yeah, I guess that's everything. I spent, oh yep, there goes figures. It's kind of a shame I put all that work into all that stuff, and now I'm gonna lose it because I gotta spend the next few minutes punching stone. If I can just find the hole in the ground, then I should be okay. Okay, one more. What's tricky about all this is that I went in so many different directions that finding the exact place I went to will be ultra difficult. So I guess there's a high chance that I will lose my stuff at this moment. Not that way. Right, I did go that way, yep. See if I can stumble across the bottom part of this. Is this the hole? It is, okay. Got to it in time. Okay. We did it. Apparently. This is all I have. Okay, so 3. Got my stuff. Okay. Let's grab. No, we don't need pants, that's for sure. Let's actually put this back and put this back. No, I did. We're gonna continue on with the suicide stuff. Yeah. I want to try to get rid of some of these lower type items. Bam. Okay. And why does that go away? Okay, so get rid of that, that, and that. Organize this. Let's put this here, this here. I got extra pants. Get rid of that. Okay, we're good. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to end the episode off here because we had a bit of an adventure. We had some death, and I can continue the adventure, but I'm going to continue recording, and just in case something happens. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching, and I shall see you all next time.